Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Real Juicy Detox. Welcome to my lounge. How are you? Oh my goodness, I'm so glad that you are here. Sorry, I'm being careful because Kitty is right here on the couch. She wants to be in this spot, don't you, Kitty? Welcome, everybody. I'm Berns. I'm your certified detox specialist, and I am here with you live for our evening check-in class. And I also wanted to talk a little bit tonight about fruit sugar and why there is such a myth around sugar. I saw something on someone's face on my news feed that someone posted about um, how frustrated or angry she was about how dare the Diabetes Association have a poster saying that diabetics should eat more fruit and vegetables to help lower their blood sugar. And I was like, I need a picture of that poster. They're actually finally saying the truth. Anyhow, my friend was so upset about it. And I was like, dang, it's amazing how people think that they know shit, eh? Just amazing. I so wanted to write a response like, how many people have you healed from diabetes? How many people have you worked with that you've helped them turn around their diabetes? I've worked with quite a few of you who have come off of your diabetic medication and come off of all kinds of medication. And finally, you're able to do that because of this protocol of fruit and high raw vegetable, high raw fruit centric protocol for your nutrition. Why is that? Why are some of you no longer taking your diabetes medicine on a fruit diet? Because this is what heals the body. And this fruit sugar that people are so afraid of, it's ignorance, it is brainwashing, and it is flat out lies that the medical profession want us to believe so that we don't heal ourselves. That's why I'm thinking like, I need to, Shoppers Drug Mart, she said she saw it, and I'm going to go looking for that poster. And I'm going to take a picture of it because that is really good news. If the Diabetic Association is finally recommending people to have more fruit and more vegetables in their diet to help prevent this disease or to deal with it, I need my bell for that. That's amazing. Kelly is here. Here I am. Evening, all you beautiful souls. Good evening, Miss Kelly girl. How was your day? Finally, consciousness, you're here. I was waiting. Y'all are gonna have to wait. I'm on Trini time. What you talking about? You of all people should know I should be traditionally 10 or 15 minutes late. I'm a Trini. I's a Trini. It's Trini time we talk in here. All right? I like it when you're waiting. I like that you're excited for class to begin. I'm so honored. I think that's amazing. So good. I'm pumped for class this evening. All right, bring it. Bring it. Did our little energy heal last night help you? So many students messaged me after class last night and said that energy heal we did for you, and then for Alana and for all of us, was so powerful. Kelly. Hello, Kelly. How's your evening? Says Consciousness. Hey, 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 Cindy's in the house. Doing well, love. Awesome, awesome. Hi, everyone, says Consciousness. Hi, Desiree. Desiree says, hi, Berns. I just love this feeling of community. It's like we're in a real live chat room. Sorry, I have a little bit of everything bagel seasoning stuck in my teeth, I feel. Am I good? I feel like we're really building such a beautiful, strong community. And I love that we're able to pop up your comments as we go. It really feels like we're all texting and chatting on our phones with each other, because we are. So keep the comments coming. This is going to be a fun class tonight. Every single class is stand-alone amazing. I'm just saying, because of you guys and because of whatever I've been downloaded to discuss and talk about. Not only do I want to talk about the sugar myth and the protein myth and how they combine together to form most of our diseases in the body, But I want to talk about what to do when people trigger you. Like, you're on this lifestyle, you're literally living it. You're literally doing the thing that so many people around you are saying is dangerous, it's not good for you, you need to eat meat, you're going to be anemic, you're going to, all this blah, 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 blah. You know, how do you deal with that on the inside when you see that come up and you get triggered? I actually wanted to title this, by the way, I'm sipping some beautiful Heal All tea. This topic, right, Brenda? It's so important. It's so important. So every single class, oh gosh, I did have some poppy seeds in there. I'm sorry, excuse me, especially for those of you watching on the Jumbotron. I'm so sorry. The Jumbotron, that is my affectionate term for your television, because, usually we're watching on a little device in our hand. So it's really important, right? It's not just about understanding the importance of the right knowledge about this stuff, but it's also about how do we live this and prove it to ourselves that this myth that they talk about, that fruits are gonna cause diabetes and cause cancer and all this nonsense. The best way to see for yourself the truth of that is to actually do it. Now, a lot of people are walking around all pumped up on animal protein. And that animal protein sure does give you energy. Abso-freaking-lutely. It's an artificial stimulant energy. It's not a cellular dynamic energy like what you get with fruits, melons, and berries, baby, and vegetables and nuts and seeds. It is complex, structured amino acids that are not even bioavailable, but it's all pumped up with stimulants, the stimulants that they inject into the cows so that they are beefed up, all the growth, the steroids, all the growth hormone, all of the antibiotics, all of that you're consuming when you eat all this meat stuff. Okay. Hello, Carol. Did you enjoy the house to yourself after class? I sure did. And then Kaya came home with a couple of friends, and they're like, "Oh my God, I feel like I'm meeting a celebrity," because the one of them, Bree, follows me on Instagram and reached out and was inspired to start her juicing journey. So I fed them. I fed them the bagels and the eggless egg salad out of cucumber and avocado that we made in class today. They loved it. Anytime, any opportunity that I have to feed anybody this beautiful, living, vibrant food that does not have anything but the pure goodness and energetics that we were literally designed to run on for fuel. Anytime I have an opportunity, especially with the young folk, to inspire them to this type of lifestyle, I'm on it. I loved it. I fed them. They loved it. They were like blown away. We talked about juicing, and they're upstairs now. And I had to call out to them, I'm going live, so you got to keep it down. So, so I did enjoy the house to myself. Oh, hell yeah. Oh, hello, Alana. Consciousness says, hey, hello, Alana. How are you all doing tonight? We are doing great. I'm really, really great. Consciousness, that is awesome. What switched for you? Last night you weren't feeling so great. Walk us through. How did you get back into your vortex, into your remembering of who you truly are, the spiritual giant that you are? What was it? What did it? Fill us in, baby. And by the way, that all of that is just an emotional detox, which is part of the cellular, beautiful, dynamic detox that we are doing with our bodies on a daily basis, not just when you're at the most accelerated fruit juicing detox. If you, let's say, have like I was just talking to one of my one-on-one clients, if you got blood work that you need to have, in the normal range within a specific short period of time, and it's amazing, he's been working his program like so beautifully for 3 weeks. And now it's like, oh, right, let's go. And I'm like, aren't you glad you were inspired to come to this work, to do the work, to put these beautiful things in your body? He's already changed. He's dropping excess weight by the day. And, that's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. But part of all of this also involves the emotional stuff because he's been going through it, like through it. So it's really fun to watch somebody transform and then have life show up in a certain way that great opportunities unfold because of what you've already been doing to repair your health, get your lymphatic system cleaned out, get your pancreas working, get your blood sugars normalized with fruit. Yes, 100% fruit diet. That's right. You heard it here, right? People have this fear and this phobia around doing this work and around the fruit and even around the the fact that you have to do this for the rest of your life. This just isn't a, you know, 30-day thing that you do and then you go back to eating the crappy way that got you here in the first place. So what was it for you that turned it around? Oh, yes, it did. It was really powerful. Thank you so much. Oh my gosh, you're so welcome. We did a beautiful energy centering and focusing in on our heart center because that is so important. So many of us are so wrapped up in our emotions and we can all get triggered by stuff. Listen, I'm like, wow, when things come up that trigger you to have a certain response, that's an old habit, an old way of responding to something. Stop for a minute and breathe through that and just step back and be the observer. You guys know that I talk about this aspect of the personal development side of this detox that is necessary if you want to be able to sustain it. It's not just about eating fruit for 30 days and that's going to fix your problems. It will start fixing a lot of your problems, don't get me wrong. But it's about how do you sustain that beyond that initial push that you do, you know? It's about framing things properly for yourself. It's about centering this work back on the heart center, remembering about our other tools that we have in our toolkit, right? Meditation, breathing exercises, nice hot shower, do a little rebounding, get that nervous system, change up the nervous system, change up the flow of the nervous flow, change up the cardiovascular flow, change up the lymphatic flow. All of these things work together. The physical dimension is very much tied to the emotional, you know what I mean? And you really can't change the physical stuff if you're always so wrapped up in, you know, being pulled here and there and every other where. It's really important. So I wanted to talk about that too, and I just did. So I'm really happy. Hello, everyone. My friend's husband is on a meat diet, only meat, nothing else, because it's good for his guts, she thinks. Well, he thinks, yeah, well, he can enjoy his suffering. What am I going to say to that? You know, what are you going to say to that? I mean, people, when they've made up their minds, they've made up their minds, and that's fine. And they will be experiencing their suffering from that. There's no question. Cooked meat has 0 angstroms of energy, 0 amplitudes of electromagnetic energy as measured energy, 0. All of the energy that you get or that you perceive that you have when you eat a lot of meat comes from the steroids, the adrenaline that is rushing through the animal at the time of getting into that slaughterhouse. That animal is, and I didn't get into this because of animals and that I love animals. I do. Um, but it was nothing for me to disregard the fact that for decades, except for the years when I was vegetarian, which was 15 years vegetarian, in the past. This was like 1988 until 15 years after that. You do the math. I'm not good with mental math, but I was drawn to this work because I wanted to heal my body, and I wanted to find out all of the information that I could harness so that I could heal my body with confidence, so that I wouldn't be swayed by, oh my God, you're doing a watermelon fast? That's too many calories. Where are you going to get your protein from? From a nutritionist at my chiropractor's office. And I just was like, oh my God. I didn't even bring it up. My sister brought it up. Oh, we're doing a juice cleanse. I'm like, oh God, here we go. Shut up. Don't be telling everybody your business. That's my business. So when you see people show up and have these really twisted attitudes and just messed up thinking that is what you need for your fuel, because when they eat a burger then they get energy. Yeah, it's an artificial stimulant energy coming from the adrenaline that the animal rushes in. Imagine how it, I don't want to get into all of that animal slaughter and the pain and torture that animals experience. Oh, killed humanely, whatever. They're all marching into this slaughterhouse and they can hear the animals ahead of them crying. They know they're physical, they're beings as well. They can feel the vibrational aspect of everything. We all can. And animals are even more attuned to it because they don't have this ego standing in the way that makes them not pay attention to certain things. You know what I mean? But anyhow, all of that energy that you think you're getting from that meat protein is from the stimulants in the meat. It's not from a cellular dynamic energy. And it's also, it gives off 0 angstroms of energy, whereas raw food and fresh fruit, 8 to 10,000 angstroms of energy. And when you look at how much energetics is needed in a body in order to keep it vibrant and healthy, we're talking about approximately 58 angstroms of energy given off by the average human being. And the average human being eats a lot of meat, and they're not putting in the electromagnetic energy, never mind the fact that it's sitting in your bowels undigested and eating away at your bowel wall as it decays itself. Never mind the fact that it is highly acidic, and never mind the fact that we are carbon machines meant to run on carbohydrates in the form of unprocessed, unrefined, simple fruit sugar. People just, it's just shocking. And people touting themselves as, oh, no, I'm an expert. I've studied this. Oh, I've studied this. You have you? Well, what about all these other posts about your allergies and this pain and that injury and blah, 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 left, right, and center? What about all of that? What about the fact that your kidneys are shutting down, as most people in the fitness industry and in the bodybuilding industry and in the meat pushing industry, kidneys shutting down, renal failure, which is, by the way, the highest comorbidity of people who are passing from this year's flu. Okay? So you got to really educate yourself so that you are confident about what you're doing with your body. And when you see people like this who are buying into this very, very, very lie-filled propaganda that meat is good for you and eat more meat and where's the beef and all of that, you just got to love them where they are and say, God bless them. I used to be there too. It wasn't that long ago. I don't have my iPad. Hey Siri, how many days has it been since June 1st? Something like 250 days, which is nothing compared to a lot of people, by the way, who've been doing this work for years, who have the same, and some of the healings that people have. Absolutely undeniable. Go follow and look at Inspired by Hildy on Instagram if you want to see literally the actual proof in pictures. I don't have that kind of proof because I didn't have the tormented external appearance of such acidosis, but you go watch Inspired by Hildy. Check her out on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube, I believe, and see what someone has been able to do on a high fruit diet. And you tell me, and you can try to convince yourself all you want that that is healthy for you, but enjoy your suffering and God bless you. You just got to bless and release. I'm off all, hey, Carol says, I'm off all my medications. I was borderline diabetic for 2.5 years ago. I did a 28-day juice fast for 2 weeks after that. I had blood work and my doctor was very impressed. No more borderline diabetic. Look at that. It doesn't take long to change your blood work. It doesn't take long for you to be putting in the things that your body needs in order for it to heal. It doesn't take long before in fact, it's instant. The minute you stop feeding in all of the acid, and the other thing about protein and meat protein and animal protein, high acid residue left behind by these foods, high acid ash in the body. The excess adrenaline shuts down the adrenals' desire to produce adrenaline. So the adrenals get shut down with excessive adrenaline. The kidneys, therefore, are going to shut down, renal failure. And you're going to have a huge host of other arthritic, joint, tissue damage, because, first of all, your muscles, don't care how big and muscular you are, your muscles are built on poor quality protein. Poor quality protein. A lot of these concepts within the fitness industry are slowly starting to change, but it's amazing. It is amazing how quickly your body will start to transform itself and clean itself out when you stop putting in the aggravating food or things that you think are food but that are not food. When you start removing all of that acid forming food, all of that food that is causing your body to become inflamed with water and all that pain, everything, itis, arthritis, bursitis, colitis, appendicitis. By the way, I've had these ones. I've had arthritis diagnosed at 11 years old. I had arthritis, bursitis, appendicitis, all kinds of gastric problems, ending in gastric intestinal stromal tumor cancer. The minute you stop putting in all of those aggravating foods that cause all of that inflammation and end stage acidosis, is cancer. Cancer is just dead tissue. That's all that it is. And we are doing it to ourselves. We are putting all of this acid in, and we have shut down our body's ability to excrete and get rid of the toxins and the excess acidosis. We've shut down our bowels. Our bowel health is so key for toxins and the lymphatic system to drain, right? As well as the kidneys, but the bowels and the kidneys. And if we can clean up the two eliminative processes, really three, because the skin also comes into play. The skin is the third organ of elimination. It's the largest organ of elimination. That's why we see a lot of people like Hildy covered in sores head to toe, incredible inflammation, pitting in her foot, like crazy stuff, and on death's door, quite frankly. If you can get your kidneys opened up, your bowels opened up, and your skin opened up, you got a fighting chance, baby. You're going to do it. You're going to reverse the disease in your body. You're going to get your pancreas working again. The pancreas being so close to the kidneys, according to Dr. Morse, who has 50 years of experience of helping hundreds of thousands of people with their health and healing, true healing, using traditional naturopathy and high fruit diet. A very spiritual man, my mentor. What you will see is that every single thing that ails us is tied back to that acid that we are taking in, our toxicity in the body, not being able to eliminate properly. I had constipation for my entire childhood. It is no wonder at 8 years old, I was in the hospital fighting for my life with appendicitis, emergency appendectomy. And my bowels were all screwed up. They said, your appendix are on the right. They said my appendix were on twisted around in my bowels and they were on the left side of my body. I mean, I really did myself a number, but I also came with really weak genetics in that area. Lymphatic drainage, right? My mother died of septic shock, God bless her. Uh, her septic system, her sewer system, her lymphatic system put her into shock. Everything shut down and her body couldn't take it. Couldn't take it. And she passed away within 18 hours of being rushed to the hospital. That was it. That was it. You think you're fine. You think you're fine, even though you know you're not fine. You know that feeling? It's like, I'm fine. I'm fine. Oh, shite. I'm not fine. I know I don't feel, and sometimes we've been feeling so not well for so long that I think so many of us don't even realize what it is to feel good, because many of us have never felt good. Not really, not truly, not true cellular dynamic, exceptional health and vitality. And this protocol, this crazy fruit thing that Berns is doing, and oh my gosh, she's posting another raw video, another raw story. She's probably faking that tastes good. Go ask these kids. You guys have seen them on camera. I don't set that up. They just walk into the kitchen and, hey, you want to try this? Oh my God, you've seen them speechless, right? You've been making, and now it inspires you to make the recipes, and bam, you see it for yourself. And then you start realizing, oh my gosh, I really can do this as a style of living. And if you can get inspired to do this as a way of living and, learn about how and why these sugar myths are just here to keep you sick and trapped, dependent on big pharma medication, being treated by doctors who don't heal a freaking thing. And then you find the real juicy detox and you start doing this thing with this fruit juicing and you get clarity on what you're doing and you get your questions answered and you get support here from me and within the community. And 2 months in, you're able to stand up, run up and down a toboggan hill, get up from a toboggan. You all ever get up from a toboggan? Have you ever gone tobogganing? Just getting up on icy surface at the bottom of a snow hill, and you got to hustle because somebody could be plowing down behind you like soon. This isn't a take 5 minutes to get rolled out of the toboggan. And here is one of our beautiful students, Crystal. After 12 specialists who did nothing for her except maybe the nutritionist that kind of started her on, let's start looking at nutrition. But even a lot of nutritionists don't have a clue. Telling you need to eat more fiber if you're constipated. Dude, you need to cut out all fiber for a minute and double down on your juice fast and get these bowels washed out. And then you'll poop. Doesn't matter how much fiber you eat. If you're plugged up with mucoid plaque, plaquing around your small intestine, you can eat all the fiber you want. I know I've had clients eating all the fiber that they can and they're not pooping. I'm like, we need to get you some herbs. You need to get you need to get those bowels moving. And within a short time, usually a week working with this, people are able to get their bowels moving. You need to have about 4 or 5 bowel movements a day for healthy bowels? I thought it was once a day. Nope. For every meal that you eat, you should be having a bowel movement about 30 minutes after. No joke. This isn't a real live chat. We are. I don't know what you mean by that. What do you mean? This isn't a real live chat. No, it is. What are you talking about? This is a real live chat. What you talking about, Willis? Tracy says, love the information. Thank you so much, Tracy. I have a really good series of videos in my masterclass playlist where we talk about this and I break everything down. And by the way, whenever I promote a previous video that I've done, understand that these are all free masterclasses, all uploaded right here on YouTube. I'm not sending you to, oh, by the way, if you want more on this information, here, go to my page and sign up, and I'll send you to a boring, stupid webinar that's just going to try to close you on a paid item after you've wasted 3 hours of your time. No, I'm sending you directly to the masterclass for free on my YouTube page. So the masterclass that I did on sugar, Tracy, is in the masterclass playlist, and it is called something like Sugar, the Real Truth, or something like that. I think that was the protein one. But right after that, I did one on protein as well, where I really break it down, the whole process that happens when you eat fruit and when you drink fruit juice, and how the energy and the energetics and the nutrition is literally exactly what every cell in the body needs in order to combine with a molecule of oxygen to create an energy cycle. On a cellular level, every single cell has one objective: to create an energy cycle. That's their job. And when we deprive ourselves of oxygen, what happens? The cell dies. When we deprive ourselves of proper, simple sugar, the body needs and wants simple sugar uh, in order to function. Can it break down complex chemistry, like the polysaccharides as found in complex chemistry, like in boiled potatoes and complex starches that have been cooked, and sugar that's been processed, and rice and beans, those polysaccharides? Yes, but it takes a lot of effort, and it leaves behind a lot of excess carbon molecules. And while we are carbon vehicles, the body does not want and cannot handle excess carbon molecules. And when these foods get broken down into these excess carbon molecules, the body needs to deal with that and expel it from the body. But it has to first process it into carbonic acid. And carbonic acid, it's right in the name, is an acid. These acids build up and they corrode. What does an acid do? An acid corrodes, it erodes, it agglomerates, it makes things seize up, it makes things stick together, and it shuts down the functioning. That is what leads to cancer in the end, my friends. That's right. And it leads to cancer. It leads to all neurological stuff. It leads to all systems and functions in your body shutting down until maybe you end up having septic shock like my mom. And I know some of my friends on my Facebook page are dealing with septic shock on an ongoing basis. And it's just heartbreaking to see, because they're just guinea pigs with the medical community that are just doing all these crazy ass things on them, and not like removing body parts and suggesting small intestine transplant. It's like, fuck, that's serious shit, man. It's like, I don't want anybody's body part in me, least of all their poop vessel, where all of their, because you ain't getting no small intestine that's being cleaned out with a juice cleanse. Oh no, you're getting somebody else's nasty ass mucoid plaque. Excuse me. Ugh, that's disgusting. Legit, one of my clients was suggested that. We need to inform ourselves. We need to arm ourselves with this information that is the truth. And once you get the information that you are being strongly recommended to look at as an alternate way of looking at it, and the truth possibly, do it for yourself. Put these fruits in your body. Test it out yourself. Don't call me crazy if you haven't even tried what I'm talking about. You know what I mean? But, a lot of people are just not able to let go of the concept of eating flesh. And therefore, anything that is contrary to that is a threat to them. this information is life-changing. So many think you can't lose weight with fruit. I'm living proof of it, baby. I'm at my ideal weight for me, what I like to be, 125 pounds. I eat liberally as and when I feel like, when I'm not doing a juice cleanse. But when I do that, still my central focus for my juice is for my nutrition is juice. I'm very juice centric, even though I enjoy preparing these beautiful foods for my family and our friends who come over and the kids' friends who come over. I really enjoy that, but I am not, my main nutrition is not chewing food. It is my juice. And I have maintained, and I have struggled with my weight since, well, I was underweight as a little girl, which totally makes sense. Oh my God, I was a rail. I was skin and bones. Of course, malabsorbed, 100%. That small intestine blocked up, totally. And then when I got older, I was overweight because my thyroid was down, and I, you know, inherited that from my mom. God bless her. She had a thyroid issues and was on thyroid medication for her entire adult life. So what kind of thyroid do you think I inherited? Of course I got that. Genetics, yeah, she passed me on her faulty genetics in that regard. I'm very motivated to do this just because I know what I could potentially be lining up with for myself that already hasn't shown up. Listen, bad enough you have cancer show up, you know what I'm saying? And have to have 90% of your stomach removed in 2011 and 75% of your liver removed in 2017. That's bad enough. You know what I'm saying? But there's still more shit that can come down the pike if I don't clean things up just by looking at the other stuff my parents had. My dad died of a stroke a year and a half ago, almost 2 years ago. That is cerebral stuff. And I have a lot of similarities in my physical issues that my dad had and that my mom had. My dad had as well terrible intestinal health, horrible. You know, not this is no shade on them as people. They didn't know. Just like how I didn't know. They weren't open to it either a little bit when I tried to present a vegetarian lasagna. They were back in the day in the 80s when I was vegetarian. They were so offended. 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 Maybe it was my approach. I don't know. You know. We need to understand that weight is a function of acidosis. Excess weight is because you're acidic, because of all the bread, all the all the dairy, which is so mucus forming. Oh my gosh, the dairy. All of the crap that we put in our body that leaves behind an acid residue. Everything that is not, and fruit is alkalizing. It's alkaline. Even the acid tasting fruits, it leaves behind what residue does it leave behind in your body as to determine whether it is alkaline or acid, not how it tastes. No, because that cookie is 100% acid because it leaves behind carbonic acid because of the excess carbon molecules that are left behind once it is being processed in your body, leaving behind when that ash, when it's burnt as well, and it is put in a little dish with some water, and they test the pH of that cookie once it is metabolized and burnt into an ash. Same thing with the fruit. The fruit comes out alkaline ash. The cookies, the meat, the rice, the beans, the dairy, all of that stuff, the soy, all of that stuff, all of the processed, all of the cooked stuff, it all comes back with an acid ash. Where does that go in the body? That stays in the body because oftentimes too our livers are our kidneys are shut down, so it cannot be excreted. Therefore, it tries to come out through the skin. That's where you see eczema. That's where you see boils. That's where you see cysts. That's where you see skin cancer, melasma, discoloration in the skin, dark circles under the eyes, big heavy bags under the eyes. And my eyes kind of look a little bit, you know, it's late in the day, everybody's eyes look a little bit tired, a little bit, inflamed there. But I'm also still working on getting my inflammation down in my body. This is going to be a lifelong thing. I've been on the planet, I think, 20,230 days. It's going to take a hot minute, more than 30 days, to get rid of that level of inflammation that I've been putting in for all those 20,000 days. You know what I'm saying? But the excess weight will come off, because the excess weight is the body's way of rushing in with water to surround every cell in the body, to protect it, to wash away, try to attempt to wash away and buffer the body and cool it down from all the acid forming food. As soon as you eliminate the acid forming food, the body instantly goes, okay, we need homeostasis. The body is always looking for balance, perfect harmony. We're divine beings. This vehicle was created by the divine for us. You don't think it's got the functions and the systems and what comes into play in order to preserve this body and to keep us alive are phenomenal. The excess weight is actually your body's way of protecting you from yourself. If you're dealing with excess weight as one of your health concerns, it's your body's way of protecting you from yourself, from all the acid that you're putting in. It's rushing in with inflammation. What else does the body do? So it's got the inflammation buffering system. The next buffering system that comes, and these come into effect kind of simultaneously, because the body is intelligent. The body wants to keep itself safe. So it's going to start putting into effect all of these systems. All systems go, oh my God, alarm sounding off, another acid meal. Quick, let's dump excess water. Let's dump excess lipids into the system as well, excess fat, excess cholesterol into the system, because fat is even more efficient at dealing with acids than water is. There's only so much water that the body can hold on to. Some people are extremely inflamed. It's almost like, I used to be like this too. I used to feel like if you pricked me with a pin, I would be so inflamed and so puffy. My skin would be tight, My fingers were like little sausages. It was like inflamed in the face, inflamed everywhere. But the next thing that the body's going to do, because there's only so much inflammation that the body can stand, the next thing that's going to happen is it's going to dump excess cholesterol, excess lipids into the system. This is where we see high fatty liver disease. That's where we see excess fat, generally speaking, around in the body as a way to cool down the hot acid hit that we put in with what we eat. So when we stop putting, the other thing that it does, by the way, is that it pulls calcium. When you have a heartburn and you're like, oh God, I shouldn't have eaten that. I need some Tums. Where are my Tums? Let me get some Tums, or Pepto-Bismol. Tums is calcium. So what is the largest mineral found in the body? That's right, calcium. In our bones, our structure is made up of calcium. So what does the body do when we have high acid? It inflames us, right? The inflammation buffering system. We have the cholesterol buffering system, but we also have the calcium buffering system, where that is the function of the parathyroid gland. The parathyroid gland pulls calcium out of the bones to try to cool down the acid that's surrounding all of our cells. That's where we get arthritis. That's where we get bone issues. That's where we get osteoporosis. Let me just scroll down, make sure everything's okay in the comments. Y'all are doing awesome in this class. These evening classes I am really digging these evening classes. I'm chilled out. I'm not cooking anything. I'm just really focused on beautiful information for you guys. Listen, by the way, don't believe me. Don't believe me. This is just what I believe. You don't have to believe me. You go do your own research. Go look it up. Go look on raw figs, see what Dr. Morse has to say about it. But more importantly, do the research within your own body. Do this work. And by the way, you guys know full well what I'm what I'm talking is truth because it's resonating with you, because you've experienced it, because you can go back in your mind and go, damn, I have eaten a lot of crap in my time. Well, no wonder I'm creaky and, oh God, yeah, well, it's because I'm menopausal. I'm menopausal too. But I'm experiencing, and I have in the past, not right now, but I have in the past experienced severe symptoms of menopausal issues because of my weak thyroid, because of the food I was putting in my body. But you don't have to be experiencing that. You don't. You really don't. When you really start turning this ship around, your thyroid will heal. Yes, sometimes I do still get some hot flashes. Y'all, I am not taking, at 2 weeks in on this journey in June, I decided to take myself off of my hormone replacement therapy medicine. Cold turkey, just went off of it. And I said, you know what, if it comes back, if the hot flashes rage back in, because I used to get hot flashes every 30 minutes to the timer. Yeah, where I would just be sitting here and I would be literally looking like I just got out of the shower and didn't dry off. You know, I had it bad. I had it really bad. And I have come off of those medications. And a lot of you have come off of your medications because you're applying this work. You're stopping putting in the acid forming food, and you are putting in all the alkalizing forming food. And believe it or not, the healing happens immediately. The minute you stop putting in what causes the problem, the acid forming food, the minute you stop putting in the acid, the thing that is affecting the level of your acidosis in your body stops buffering yourself from the acid because there's no more acid coming in. And it starts getting underway with detoxifying your body, especially when you're putting in fruits, melons, and berries, baby. Vegetables, preferably raw, a little cooked now and then, okay. 20%, no worries. But 80% raw, high fruit, you try that, do it for a month, do it consistently, no alcohol, no other BS. All right? And come back and tell me how you feel. Come back and tell me you're not in less pain. Come back and tell me you're not feeling more clear-headed. Come back and tell me you haven't dropped 20 pounds for women and 30 pounds for men on average because your body isn't buffering in with excess inflammation and excess weight. And some people are going to say, yeah, but when you stop doing that, you're going to put back on all the water weight that you lost. Yeah, no shit, because your body's smart and your body's like, oh, we're back to acid. Bring back in the water, everybody. Hold on to every single drop of water this body ingests, because we ain't letting any of it go because we got a buffer. Try it for 30 days. And by the way, leads in really beautifully to what I wanted to talk to you guys about. On February 25th, we are starting a new juice detox. And so from now until the 25th, we're going to be talking more and more about how to slowly transition from a standard American diet, which is very highly acidic, so that you can start getting kind of used to transitioning into going all juice. Because every now and then we do these awesome juice challenges together where we challenge ourselves for however many days that we want to try it for, to do just fruit juicing, to see how that's going to how that amplified, accelerated detox is going to impact our bodies so that we can really put this to the test. It's one thing to hear me talk about it. I know I'm entertaining and all that, right? Am I being a little too booby down there? Oh, well, girls got boobs, but and kind of cute. And every now and then I bust a funny joke or whatever. But more importantly, this group is for us to come together so that we can, we can change our lives. We can lose the excess weight. Fantabulous. I bought a box of apples. It was a bit pricey, but worth it. Yeah, girl, you are worth it. You are worth it. I don't get triggered because I don't really share what I'm doing with anyone much because I don't want to be triggered. Great idea. But sometimes you see something on social media and it's like, oh, I want to respond. But I'm not going to respond because It's not my wall. If they want to think that fruits are dangerous and how irresponsible it is for the Diabetes Association to be telling their people to eat more fruits and vegetables, listen, sometimes you got to just be like, woo, I got triggered there. What is this here to strengthen within me? Not being triggered, right? Jumbotron, right? It's the Jumbotron. I watch on the Jumbotron all the time. I'm watching right now Michaela Peterson's response to the Times article and subsequent article by Michaela Peterson. Do you guys know her dad, Jordan Peterson? Brilliant, brilliant mind out of Toronto, my home city. Yes, when getting triggered is hard. It's hard. Oh, I need to put my I'm sitting right in the I need my cushion on my bum. I'm sorry. Yes, when triggered, when getting triggered, it's hard to remain focused and not to say this little bit of stuff won't hurt. Yeah, I know. It's hard to, especially when it's somebody that you care about, right? But listen, you got to let certain stuff go because some people are not at that level of awareness and consciousness as yet to be able to see it. I mean, I hate to say it, like I don't want to sound like a, spiritual snob or anything at all. You have to, if you're at the level of consciousness where you are really still hooked into this addiction to dead flesh, then you're not ever going to be able to hear this message. And if you know somebody and you care about somebody who that's what they believe, you just got to leave them. You just got to accept the fact that that's where they are at. That's where they are at. And they will have consequences for that because you can't fool the body. You can't fool the body. You just got to love them where they are. Drinking heal all tea too. I had apricots for breakfast. I bought 10 kilograms of Moorpack apricots today. One of my favorite fruits. Oh my goodness. That sounds delicious. I haven't had a good apricot hardly ever. I love dried apricots though, just because I don't know if I'm just not picking them right or what it is. Drinking heal all tea also. Cheers. Cheers, Cindy. Are you enjoying hanging out in our evening class? I'm really liking these classes. They're really, 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 the energy in here, with you guys is so awesome. Gwendolyn is here. Hi, Berns. Hi, Gwendolyn. I know it's best to bounce first thing in the morning, but is it okay to bounce anytime? Yes, indeed, darling. I just do it first thing in the morning because it gets that thing, the one more thing that I gotta do out of the way. It really does help me wake up. I believe it's the reason why I'm able to, why my bowel movements are mainly clustered in the first part of my day. I think it's really, really helpful for that. Getting the lymphatic system moving is also about getting the bowels moving when you think about it, because the bowels are draining lymphatic fluid as well. So getting that moving and so on is really good, but it doesn't matter. But listen, I think first thing in the morning is a great way to accelerate your brain waking up properly, getting your cardiovascular system going properly, and getting your lymphatic system moving properly. I think it is great to do it at any time that you can, but what is stopping anybody from doing it 5 minutes when you get up out of bed? I know we got a lot of things to do. Wake up 5 minutes earlier or 20 minutes earlier or an hour earlier. Go to bed earlier. You know what I mean? Fit it in. Make it so that it is a non-negotiable. Right now it's a non-negotiable for me, and I'm so glad that it is, because I'm getting up and I'm committing, have done so for over 100 days of doing that with you guys, and it's just my routine now. It's just become my routine. Consciousness said, well, it was just letting go. Yes, just letting go, transmuting, transforming. Sometimes you just got to move on. Yeah, man. Sometimes you just got to move on. Let things go. Just let it go. Just like be like, whatever. I said my piece. I did what I had to do. I took care of it. You know, I was responsible in how I did that. But now I'm just going to let this go and just not worry about it, right? If I don't push on, I'll never see or know how great it'll get. Yes. So were you feeling a little bit like unmotivated to keep going with all of this? Is that what it was? May I ask the name of the tea, please? Yes, Gwen. This is the Heal All tea from Dr. Robert Morse, but this was the home version that we made here. Oh gosh, not last Monday, the Monday before. So if you go on to my YouTube channel, it's going to be much easier to find this on my YouTube channel. And I've got a link in the description of this video right now on Facebook that will take you to this video on YouTube. Go to my YouTube channel, and I did a video called Detox 103-1 Heal All tea, where we made this with, because where I live, the customs and the exchange rate and the shipping costs are too much for me. It would cost me $100 just to get the product in the country with the exchange rate, never mind the product cost of the product itself, right? So what I did was we worked out the ratios and did the menu. We talked about all of the herbs that are contained within the Heal All tea. Let me just bring that up and show you. So here's the recipe that we did for it. And these are all on our Facebook page. I posted all of these slides onto the Facebook page so that you guys can screenshot them and have them on your phone and remind yourself, what is the benefit of drinking this? Like, why are we doing this? Actually, I had this just now, and Dali took a sip. He's like, oh, he said, what are you drinking? I said, Heal All tea. He said, let me try that. He's like, oh, that's really good. That's really good. You make some of that for me too? And I'm like, yes, I will. I absolutely will. So we've been doing 30 days of Heal All tea that you can definitely join in on. So we made our own Heal All tea. We went through all of the beautiful components of the Heal All tea. We went through all of the herbs and what they're useful for. And I've also uploaded these on my my Instagram, on a Instagram highlight reel. So go ahead and go on over to the Facebook group, The Real Juicy Detox. Go to my Instagram page. If you're not on Facebook, you are, obviously, Gwendolyn. I posted this also on my profile on my Facebook page. So there's all kinds of ways, even if you're not in the Real Juicy Detox group, because you're like, I'm not just going to go into a group just to get that picture. It's like, you're missing out. Anyhow, you can find it easily on my profile page as well. Hello, hello, Ella. Ella in the house. Only up from here. Yes, yes, my friend. I eat papaya and grapes every morning for breakfast. Beautiful. That is a great way to start the day. I have a question. Maybe someone has asked just coming in, but I am diabetic and have been told too much fruit is not good for me. Oh, Ella, girl. Darling, because it's an hour in, and I like the evening classes to be about an hour, just because I need to wind down and I need you guys to wind down for bed. Um, I'm going to say I just answered all of those questions from the beginning of this video. So I want you to go back and watch this on the replay. I don't know what time you posted this question, but also check out my sugar in the masterclass playlist on my YouTube channel. There's a sugar. You know what? I'm going to edit this video on Facebook, Ella. When I'm done here, I'm going to edit this video. I'm not going to do it when I'm done. I'm going to get my iPad and I'm going to do it now. I'm going to link in this video the Masterclass 10. No, I didn't number it. It was a masterclass on sugar and carbohydrates. And it explains everything to do with sugar and how and why this is important for diabetics. Now, being a diabetic, you will have to be careful. You will have to monitor your blood sugar, right? Know what your window is. Understand that your blood sugar may go up a little bit in the beginning because everything is starting to balance out and you're going for some homeostasis. And sometimes there's a little bit of wobble before it settles down into the normal range. But if any of the class members here are diabetic and have been on this protocol with fruits, can you guys chime in if you haven't already and let Ella know what your results have been with regards to your numbers and your medication with your diabetes? Because you will heal this with a fruit protocol, but you have to be very aware as you're doing it. When you start doing this, your blood sugar is going to want to creep up a little bit, and you're also going to want to adjust your diabetes medicine to match it so that you're not overcompensating for blood sugars that are starting to normalize. So if you continue to give yourself too much of your medication, what might happen is that you become hyperglycemic. Okay, so there's a way to and all you have to do is you just watch it. You just watch your numbers. You just make sure that okay, and you can do this with the help of your doctor, or you can do this on your own. But you can do it where you know what your range is of safety, and don't be freaked out in the beginning. First few days it might go up a little bit, but it will come back down to normal. I've helped several of my one-on-one clients do this, and they're off of their diabetic medicine. There's several people in the class that have done this, but I'm going to go grab my iPad right now so that I can edit the video here on Facebook to direct you directly to that the sugar masterclass that I did, as well as I will put the Heal All masterclass in the description of this video on Facebook. So give me 1 second. And by the way, I'm very aware that there are a lot of other comments and questions here, and I will answer them all, which is another reason why I don't want to go back over all of the stuff that we just talked about, because I am going to answer them all. And let me just go to my YouTube first of all, go to my videos. I'm going to get the playlist. And the one on, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to link the entire masterclass playlist here for you guys so that you can go in there, because here are the titles in the masterclass playlist that I've put there for you. These are all masterclasses that I've done here at the Real Juicy Detox since I started teaching on this regularly, I guess in October, 108 or 9 days ago. So I've done over 300 classes just like this, where we talk about things, we bring up these topics, it's interactive with you guys, right? This isn't just about me and my opinion. I want you guys to chime in and share your experiences as well. But these are the titles, okay? The Tumor Buster, Healing the Body, and that was on day 0 of our sessions, of our first 40-day juice cleanse. Breast and liver cancer tumors popping out of the skin. We had Protein, the Whole Truth, and Nothing But the Truth. The Real Truth About Sugar and Carbs, detox class number 17. The Cancer and the Great Lymphatic System, Detox 101, why detox and what to expect when you're detoxing. Detox 102, what to eat to detox and to heal the body. And what I'm going to do first though, I need to put that, can I do that there? I need to add, well, I can add that one. There's the Detox 103 that I want to add to that playlist for you guys so that you can easily access it right within that playlist, okay? But I'm going to copy this link and I'm going to just go in here. How are we looking? How are we looking? Edit post. And I'm just going to put it right there. And then I'm going to just title it the Master Class, the Detox Masterclass series. So that is really powerful information in there that you guys can really tap into and use. It's all, like I said, completely free masterclasses that I have carefully put together and taught for you guys so that you can understand this. The more we understand the truth, the more we can more confidently walk into this whole healing journey. You know what I'm saying? Copy, save that. And then I'm going to also change that on the description on my YouTube description as well. Oh no, he might get gout. Well, he was going to get a lot of other things. Her friend who's eating all that meat, yeah, he's going to get a lot of other things. Gout is probably going to be perhaps the least of his worries. It's crazy. Okay. Oh, I have the Masterclass Detox in the YouTube channel, so I don't need to adjust that. Okay. You know what I should do? I should actually stream this also on my iPad. It's getting hard for me to read this late at night after I've been using my eyes all day, staring at a light as well, and on this thing. Gwendolyn, it's Heal All Tea, Dr. Morse's beautiful herbs. Yes, indeed. Gwendolyn asked, Berns, do you think a 30-day juice detox would heal acid reflux? It'll be a start, and it might. But yes, absolutely. A lot of people have healed their acid reflux with this. Think about it, Gwendolyn. Acid reflux. You're getting a reflux of acid. Well, when you stop eating acid and stop putting in the causal factor and instead replace it with alkalizing fruit, there's only two sides of chemistry. Acid and alkaline. When you stop putting in the acid and you replace it with alkaline, you get rid of all acid conditions in the body. Right? Makes sense, right? Got it. Thanks so much. You're so welcome. Robin, I was surprised to discover that the two good-looking raw foodies, not naming names, preach no drinking fruit juice, only eating them. Yes, Marcus and Kara. And they're absolutely 100% categorically wrong. 100%. 100%. 100%. They may do great work, okay? And they do great work. And they have inspired a lot of people to eating healthy. And I have learned a lot of cooking techniques from them. Absolutely, no question. But they they do not have the experience and the background and the knowledge that Dr. Morse has. How many people have they themselves helped heal from all kinds of insane chronic diseases, like firsthand with their high vegetable cleanses and protocols are much better than a standard American diet. No question about it. I'm not denying that at all. And that is what they go for. It's same with Tanny, you know. I just think that and that's just my opinion. Take it for what it is. That's just my opinion. But I have seen too many people heal finally after being raw, after being even doing, you know, but the true healing happens on the fruit protocol, high fruit. And that's why every now and then every month we usually do a little something something, you know, like this month we're doing 30 days of heal tea starting February 26th or 25th, I think. And we chose that date because it's Ash Wednesday, the day after the first day of Lent, so to speak. But a time when a lot of people usually want to do something extra inspirational, and usually you give up meat for Lent. You know what I mean? That kind of thing. That's why we chose that date. They preach drinking no fruit juice, and I think they're wrong. Based on what I know, based on what we know, tested on the alcohol, just on this fact alone, fruit tests more electromagnetically charged and more alkaline than vegetables. Vegetables are higher in cellulose, which is harder on the digestive system. And if you are detoxing the body, the reason why we do juice is so that the body can get a rest from the digestive process, which consumes energy. It takes energy. Instead of that energy going to digestion, it goes to healing and cleaning out and repairing and rebuilding on a cellular level. So anyhow, if you want to believe them and go do that and just eat a lot of veggies and no fruit juice, oh, the sugars in fruit juice, oh my God. It's simple fructose. What is required by the body on a cellular level to create a cycle of energy. And they're just missing that because of whatever, right? We all have our biases. My bias, and I say it all the time, I start off saying it, I'm a certified detox specialist. I'm a certified Dr. Morse certified detox specialist. That is my bias. That's what I believe. If you don't believe that, or if you preach something else, awesome. Knock yourself out, man. It's a free world. We can all do this from all different means and all different ways. But I just have too much firsthand experience to know that fruit juice saved my life. Meat only diet has no fiber. He better take a laxative so he doesn't get backed up. He probably is backed up starting out anyhow, so you know what I mean? LOL, that's going to get rid of his gut bacteria, right? Berns, I want to read your testimony. Where is it? Which testimony? Oops, this one? My testimony with this? I've got some videos on YouTube. You're going to have to scroll down to about June, where I did my first one. That is entitled Videos. Guys, I've done a lot of videos in the last 109 day. How many days have we been doing this? That's not all the videos. Where are the rest of my videos? "7 months ago, Can This Be the Cure for Incurable Cancer?" was the title. And but I don't have it written down anywhere, really. You know, it's just information that I stream here for you, Sherry girl. I freaking love you. You are amazing, amazing. Thank you so much, Sherry. I appreciate you. Yes, Alana, bounce away. He's going to get colon cancer on all that meat diet. Yep, quite possibly. Hey, Karen. Karen Jones. Karen Jones, we have a new student. I need my bell. Hey, 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 Karen. Karen in the house. How are you doing, Karen? Welcome to class. Whoop. We are so glad that you are here. Hey, Carrie, does everyone have mucoid plaque and how long does it take to come out? Thank you. Um, uh, how long does it take to come out? It really depends. Not everybody passes mucoid plaque. A lot of people pass it, but they don't even realize it. A lot of people pass it if they're doing like a bentonite clay psyllium husk, preparation. And everybody is different, but we are all plaqued up. Yes, we all do have it, and we are all capable of getting rid of it. I've gotten rid of it. I have other clients that have gotten rid of it more than me. Like I have one client, one not client, but class member who her mucoid plaque was like freaking incredibly impressive. It was like, and she pulled every single bit of it out and laid it all out. And I was just like, dang, that is some serious mucoid plaque. That's me. Can't remember what it's like to be healthy. Right, Cindy? But oh my gosh, girl, you're doing it. You're doing the thing. You're doing the thing. Alana says, I've never been healthy. I'm hooked on your Bernsey burgers. I made it yesterday. Even my boyfriend loves it. Awesome. They are really good. I need to make some more. I miss the Bernsey burgers. I haven't made them in a while. Hey, 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 India's in the house. I've really been detoxing everything. Yeah, you go through this physical detox. You start cleaning house. You start cleaning out stuff. You start clearing old relationships from your life that no longer serve you. It's just detoxing on many levels, right? It's crazy. It's good though. That was a long time ago. It went with the content of the subject at the time. Never mind. Okay. How do you feel about carrots in the juice? I've been making carrot, apple, turmeric, 2 carrots, oranges, and ginger pretty much in all my juices. LOL. I think I need to expand my juice recipes. Carrots are fine. They add a nice sweetness to it. I really stopped juicing vegetables when I found out that the power of the juicing is in the fruits. I just went all in. And I don't do recipes anymore. In the beginning, I did. It's natural. That's a natural tendency. Like, oh, what kind of recipe should I do? Because we think, we need all these fancy recipes, which is really not true at all. My recipes include, and I was funny enough, just going to bring over the little tail end of my juice over there, but my recipes now consist of orange and pineapple, or orange, pineapple, and the cucumber juice from what I squeezed out of the cucumber from the eggless salad that I made for lunch today and for the house today. I stick with fruits that are my favorite fruits. I don't even mess that much anymore with putting in ginger and doing all. You could, by all means, play with your food, have fun with it, but I keep it simple. I like straight up orange juice. I love pineapple grapefruit juice. Oh, that is one of my favorite recipes right there. Yeah. But I don't really focus that much on recipes. You know what I mean? Hey, Bob. How are you, my friend? So good to see you. Need more fast food, health conscious places. Need more fast food, health conscious places. Also, more juice bars, and then the healthcare will be affordable. Yeah. Yeah. It's very interesting how few of those places there are, right? I love it that I don't lose or gain any more weight on my raw journey. Yeah, me too. I've completely nicely stabilized. Even on juice fast, I lost 6 kilograms and that was all. I don't know how that works, but I'm happy I didn't lose any more. Yeah, the same with me. Like I could probably lose more, but then I think I'm going to be, I like my curves a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I like my curves, but I also don't want to get so excessively thin either. And I like how my body knows exactly the right, perfect balance for me. Carol says, I was constipated almost all my life. I would go maybe once a week. One time I didn't go for a month. I watched a video about enemas and that changed my life. I knew I was sick. That's why I changed my diet. Yeah. Yes, indeed. And enemas are good for, uh, occasional use. They can be very habit forming. So you want to be careful about that. And Kaya's just got some girls. You guys heading out?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Gotta be home. Mama's gonna kill me. She knows that I'm out though, which is good.
Yeah.
She'll be last minute.
Good. Yeah. She's just concerned, right?
She thinks my 14-year-old brother needs a babysitter.
Oh my God. Okay.
Yeah, right?
Um,
Tragic story.
oh wow. You're doing a great job, babe.
It's oh, it's tough. Yeah. My hair is so raw, I need to put it all off.
So enemas can get a little bit habit forming. They can also be a little bit aggressive on the bowel. So you want to, use them judiciously. I, at one point in my journey, when I was really researching the Gerson method, I thought that was it. This is it. I'm going to heal this cancer with this method. And then I found Dr. Morse, who's got way better track record of helping people truly heal because of even the Gerson method. 5 enemas, coffee enemas a day. That's crazy. But I did that because that's what I thought would work. And it is very taxing on the body. It's exhausting. It takes away the body's own ability to have a bowel movement. And it's overstimulating to the bowels. And you don't need to do that to get your lymphatic system moving. Way too aggressive. But a good step, at least you knew that. And the enemas, very helpful when you are constipated and you've tried everything else. You've taken, the Cascara sagrada herb, and you've done the prune juice, you've done the beet juice, you've done the red cabbage juice, and still you're constipated. Get that enema going. I do not allow myself to be anything more than 2 days without a bowel movement. It doesn't often happen that even happens. But occasionally it might. And in those cases, I will do an enema, but not like the intense ones that I used to do where I was holding it in for 15 minutes and boy, that was intense. Just do it until you feel that you need to go for a poop and then go and you'll be fine. Ravika, you're finally absorbing nutrients, I think. Yes, I think so. When your body is perfectly in balance, your absorption is better. My twin died of sepsis. Oh, Carol, I'm so sorry. And I believe if I didn't change my ways, I was going to go that way too. Yeah. Yeah, because you and your twin, very, very similar in utero experiences. And we very much inherit the lymphatic system of our mother, and we are closely tied to the lymphatic system of our mother. So if you're in utero sibling, I don't know if you were identical twins or not, but you're both connected to the placenta and you're both experiencing the same lymphatic setup and predisposition because of that of your mom. And I bet your mom also has a bunch of different lymphatic issues. Alana says, Ella, I'm diabetic, type 2 diabetic, been on this journey since October 18th. Doing the juicing, losing the weight, blood sugars balanced. You're doing an amazing job, Alana. What are some of the differences you have noticed? Asks Ella. Hey there, Bob. And why doesn't Dr. Robert Morse call out the doctors that promote chemo and radiation and prove that what his protocols call has a better outcome? And with that, more people will start to say, wait a minute, things in the medical community need to change. That is all he preaches about, left, up, left, right, and center, every single video. Bob, this is what he is, an advocate. He is, listen, if you don't, you're not watching enough Dr. Morse, my friend, if you don't realize that. He calls out these doctors all the time. He calls out the medical association. He calls out uh, the Rockefellers. He calls out all of this all the time. People are going to wake up when they're going to wake up. Some people aren't ready to wake up. Some people are like, yeah, that's bullshit. Sugar causes cancer. I'm going up for my chemotherapy because my doctor tells me that if I don't do this chemotherapy, I'm going to die. And I'm going to believe that doctor. You can't reason with some people, man. And it's not for lack of trying on Dr. Morse's part. He has gone above and beyond. Look at all of the beautiful work that he has put out here for us for free in order to learn from. He brings out the studies. He calls out the numbers. Millions of people die every year from malpractice. Millions of people die every year from chemotherapy. Millions of people die every year just from being in a hospital. He calls them out all the time. Alana, yeah, it seems like it. I can't believe how little food we need. The calories thing is so stupid. They say 2,000 calories for a woman. No way, I take so many calories a day. Yeah, it's not about calories. And this is one of the areas that people have riffs on within the Dr. Morse community because, Dr. Morse says it's not about calories. It's about the energetics of your food, and it's about your blockages of flow of energy in your body. He talks about this. And then other people are like, no way, no way, no way. You got to factor in calories because there's only so many calories that the body can handle before it's going to be like, whoa, there's not enough of a calorie deficit. It's like, what are the blockages of energy flow in your body? If your lymphatic system is blocked, the three flows of energy in the body for this, you guys know this. Where are my early morning bouncers? I talk about this every single day. Three flows of energy that, oops, battery sufficiently charged. Okay, good. The three flows. Sorry, I touched something that I shouldn't have touched. But the three flows of energy in the body are the blood flow, the lymphatic flow, and the nerve flow. So it's not just about calories in, it's about what are your obstructions in the body? What is the energetics of the food that you're taking in? Because you can have 1,000 calories of food wrapped up in rice, high carb food, beans, meat, food that doesn't digest well, and that has 0 angstroms of energy because it's all cooked out to death. Or you can have 1,000 calories of vibrant, electric, juice that doesn't need any digestion because it transmutes energetically as you drink it. It doesn't need to go through the same digestive process. And fruits do not invoke the insulin response. They don't. Complex carbohydrates do, absolutely, but not fruits. That's the other thing about sugar and fruits. Calorie for calorie, it's different. It's about what are your blockages. And if you are ingesting a lot of food and you have blocked lymphatic system, meaning high acidosis and high toxicity, then any amount of calories you take in, and what are the blockages in your thyroid gland? Thyroid gland controlling your body weight. What's the blockages here? That's going to have a huge impact, right? Not about calories. It's not about calories. I know you might think it's about calories. It's about energy flow and blockages. So if you are somebody that you eat the slightest thing and it goes right on, you're like, bam. I could put I could put on 5 pounds in a week, easy peasy. Eating very little. Eating within the 1,200 to 1,500 calorie range, and bang, weight gain. Why? Because of my blockages of energy flow and the type of calories I was eating. Complex carbohydrates, very different impact on your insulin and on your uh, 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 the body's ability to uh, buffer itself with inflammation, with cholesterol dumping, with the calcium effect. How much Heal LT should we be drinking a day, y'all think? Well, I try to drink 1 liter of Heal LT a day, as well as I take 2 capsules 3 times a day of the Heal LT capsules. But listen, go by how you feel and how you feel that it's working for you. All right. If you feel like, oh my God, I'm getting so many detox symptoms, and the only thing I've changed is the increase in this tea, then back off. Some of you like to have, like, you think that more is better, and sometimes less is more. Listen to your body. I love our evening classes. Yes, me too. I love them. They're so, oh, they're so good. Cheers, drinking Heal All Tea too. Awesome. I have a friend I recently met. Slowly but surely, I'm easing him into veganism. I recently told him what they do to fish, showed him Earthling Ed's video. He was horrified. Yeah, good for you. He doesn't know how terrible that kind of food is for him yet. I'm just taking it easy. It's a lot to think about and consider. It really is. It really is. That's why getting into this from a just start with a juicing protocol and we'll figure the rest out later is such a good way to do this. Number one, fruits are our what the creator has biologically designed for us to consume on the planet. We have come along and have completely wrecked much of what we do to our bodies, and it goes back thousands of years. As soon as we started cooking food, killing the nutrients in our food, killing the life force energy in our food, things started to go downhill. Yes, culturally, worldwide, absolutely. The more living food you eat, the more living vibrancy you have. Look at, it's 9:40 right now, right? I got energy to spare, even though, I've been doing a lot of pouring out. It's from the fruits, y'all. I'm not even kidding you. Energetics, if you want a healthy, vibrant, electric, energetic life, you must eat food that is healthy, electric, energetic, and vibrant. Just just let that logic settle into your soul for a minute and see if that doesn't resonate, right? So what is the most electric, energetic, vibrant food on the planet? Fruits. Coincidentally, simple sugar. Coincidentally, exactly what the body needs on a cellular level to create a cycle of energy. Do you think that is by accident? It's not by accident, my love. I'm trying out the British thing. No, I'm not going to do it. I'm just kidding. It's not by accident that this is our species specific food. I don't care what Marcus and Kara have to say. Yes, they seem very, like they know what they're talking about, but they don't. They just don't. Just from an energetics point of view, it's just nonsense. Not saying that there's something wrong with vegetables. I'm just saying fruits are superior on the detoxification level. Are vegetables good? Is fiber good? Yes. Amazing. You see me, I cook with them, I uncook with them. I use them all the time in my food prep. They're amazing. The fiber is necessary as an electric and as a physical broom, literally, for our intestines. It's got a lot of readily bioavailable simple amino acids that are not already structured and pre-built into structured flesh. They are delicious, they're tasty, we love them. But in terms of levels of detoxification, you can't get any more alkaline and you can't get any more electromagnetically charged than fruits, baby. 8 to 10,000 angstroms of energy in fruits compared to vegetables, 8 to 9,000 angstroms. All right, so they're high, they're up there. They're up there. But you cannot rebuild and completely detoxify and renew and restore tissue, organs, and glands on solely vegetables. You want to get this job done? Fruits, melons, and berries, baby. Head down, blinders on. Fruits, melons, and berries get this job done. I missed my rebounding this morning, and it threw off my whole day. Really helps to get moving. I'm telling you, for real. Consciousness, invite him to class, show him the way to Berns. It wasn't veganism or living food. It was life, the environment I'm in, and the people I'm involuntarily surrounded by. Listen, you have that experience, as do us all. We all do. We all do. How do you deal with that? How do you deal with that? How do you deal with the people, the circumstances, the environment around you that's not supportive to this beautiful healing way of living? You got to bless and release, baby. You got to be the living example of this truth and understand that people who are drawn to this truth will be drawn to you because you are the living example of this truth. And you got to bless and release and know that everybody's on their own healing journey. And you didn't come here to live in to have a feathered bed where everything is easy and everything is rainbow and butterflies. All right. You came here to experience what you're experiencing and to grow from it. What is this here to strengthen within me? That needs to be all of our mottos for a while. I'm loving the evening class vibes as well. Were you even on thyroid medication? No, I've never been on thyroid medication, Sheila. So glad that you are enjoying these evening classes. He doesn't have any electronics right now. I also feel he won't be ready for raw just yet. Just get him drinking some juices. You don't have to change the whole thing. You don't have to get him to, just encourage him to start simple. Start simple. Eat more fruits. Eat more living vegetables. He'll get there. Yes, no, never on thyroid medicine. I've been making my heal all tea really weak. Maybe tomorrow I'll make it stronger. Yeah, tomorrow, 2 teaspoons to 1 liter of water, and you'll be fine. Good night. How are you, my darling? So good to see you here, Gwen. Is Eric all ready for his track meet tomorrow? Oh my God, we're going to be cheering him on. Yes, indeed. Ella, are you in the Real Juicy Detox group? I don't check on a regular basis. I check her blood sugar, Alana's talking about. I check when I feel it's low. I get my A1C checked in April, I think. Fruit sugar is different than regular sugar. Check out what Berns is adding to the description. It will help a lot. Come to class. Come to classes. You'll learn a lot. You can ask any question and she will have the answer or find it for us. Yes, indeed. Thank you. I joined not long ago. Well, we are so happy that you are here, darling. I don't think I've been drinking enough Heal All tea. I just measured and I've only been drinking 16 ounces a day. If that, that's okay. Just increase it a little bit. No worries. Berns, I'm here. Yes, my head feels better. I just woke up from a nap. Niece, I'm so happy to hear that, darling. Niece was messaging me earlier. Oh my God, I have this horrible headache. I just started with the juice fasting and I gave her my little rundown of things to help with that. Cold shower, back of neck, hot as you can for 60 seconds, and then as cold as you can for 15, cycling that 5 or 10 times. Or you can do that with a cold pack and a hot pack out of the shower. A little rebounding will help. A little peppermint oil on your hands. Inhale it. Really helps to clear it out. Do not do the following thing after a shower or before for that matter, but rubbing a little bit of that peppermint oil here, back of the neck, really helps. Turning off all technology, go lie down, have a sleep if you can, and breathe. Go back to your breathing. And then the pain formula, but by Dr. Morse, if you really need it and if you can get it. But remember, this is all part of the cleansing symptoms. Hey, Ashlyn, hubby is now changing his diet even more. What is hubby's name again? I forget. He wants to drink a lot more juice. He says he loves it and the way he feels. I'm so proud. He wants to eat less meat too. Ashlyn, how amazing is this? I told you, just put more juice in his hands. He'll feel it. He will feel it. You will. It's undeniable. I know ever since I became a raw vegan, my acid reflux went away for good. There you go. There you go. Hi, Berns. Hi, Kat. Would you say hi to my granddaughter, Lila? Lila. Am I pronouncing it right? Lila. Hello, darling. She's here with me tonight, and she'll get a kick out of hearing someone say hi to her on YouTube. Oh my gosh. I'm going to scroll down. Oh, we're almost to the end of our comments here, which is great, which means I'm catching up. Hey, Kat, she's 5. Oh my goodness. Please tell me that I'm saying her name right. Is it Lila or Lila? Lila? I feel like it's Lila. I'm getting a strong hit on the Lila. Lila! Oh my gosh. You're our youngest class member here, girl. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We are so glad that you are here, Lila. Welcome to the Real Juicy Detox. Alana says hi, Lila, as well. Thank you, Alana, says Kat. Oh my goodness. Lila, Lila, Lila. Lila. Tell me I'm saying her name right, please. Oh my goodness. If she's still here, it's late. Lila, you should be in bed, girl. Oh my goodness. I'm so glad that you are here. Robin says, oh no, I don't believe Marcus and Kara are right when it comes to drinking juice. I was just surprised to learn about them. Yeah. Kelly says, Lila. Oh my goodness. Look at these youngins. Thank you, Kelly. LOL. She's like, what? Lila. Hi, Terry. Oh my goodness, Kelly, with all the love. Thank you, Terry. Alana sending some love to Carlene says, Berns, I'm alive. Girl, I know you're alive. I feel your energy all the time. Don't even doubt it. I'm in class. Don't tell. Okay, I won't tell anybody. I'm in yours and my course as well. Oh my gosh, you're so awesome. It's been 416 days since I went vegan. Consciousness, congratulations. I'm so happy for you. Nice, says Kat. 109 days since I've eaten cooked food. Alana, look at you, Miss Raw Vegan Girl. 109 days. Couldn't be more proud of you and having such a beautiful impact on your family, inspiring your sisters to this beautiful, healthy lifestyle. So happy for you, babe. Congratulations. Keep up the good work. Kelly says, I like mono juices much more than a mix unless it's green juice. Yeah, me too. I don't mind the occasional green juice, but I love my fruit juices, boy. Wow, Alana, that's awesome. And actually, Dali and I need to go grocery shopping. Dang it. We need to go grocery shopping because there's going to be a snowstorm tomorrow, and I am not going to be able to get out to get groceries. And I need groceries, so I need to wrap it up here soon because it is like 10 to 10. Thank you. I'm surprised and totally proud of myself. We are proud of you too, girl. Oh my God, you totally should be, says Kat. Congrats, says Consciousness. Congrats, Alana. Kelly says, that's awesome, Alana. I've been raw 44 days, Consciousness says. That is so cool. I don't think I lost any fat or weight, really. Really nothing. I don't really want to. I want to muscle up. Well, you might just do that. Consciousness says bulk up. thick thighs, big triceps and biceps. Well, you know what? When you are ready to go into it, you're going to probably want to just look at, that's when you want to have some vegetable, some amino acids, some bioavailable protein. Olga says, hi, Berns. Thank you for your message today. I did apply potatoes today. I'm in a crazy detox now, almost in bed all day for almost 2 weeks. Oh, babe. But I can see very well that a lot of my tumor is dissolved. It's leaking from, it's leaking from it, a lot of smelly liquid. I'm very positive and happy this is finally happening. Oh my gosh, babe. Your body is healing big time, and that is why the huge need for more sleep. Keep going. The message that I sent Olga was a clip of Dr. Morse talking about using potato as an astringent for any boils or cysts on the outside of the body. You grate up some raw potato and you pack that onto the area that has the boil that is coming out. And we've shown Olga's tumors on her breast in the past. We did that. One of those is in the Masterclass series, actually, that video. And her tumors are coming out through the skin. Literally, your body is dissolving this. You are healing this. It's incredible. And part of what you're experiencing with being laid up in bed for like not being able to you're healing big time, and your body is needing to conserve as much energy as possible so that it can get this healing work done. So proud of you, girl, and so would Dr. Moresby. Psyllium husk is a broom for my bowels. Holy moly, no joke. I know, right? Well, the bagels and the raw bagels and the bread that we're making, you want to tell me that's not detox friendly food with all that psyllium husk in it and it's raw? You are identical twins. Oh, baby, I'm so sorry that you lost your twin sister. Oh, honey. Ah, that sucks. That sucks. But, clarity, right? And inspiration and motivation to do this work to heal your body so that you don't have that same, situation go down. On my juice fast, I only had headaches and some MS symptoms back. This time I have a blocked nose. I'm happy so far for that. I'm so happy for that. Yeah. You're doing it, babe. You're doing it. And by the way, you were asking about the detox course, the certification program. Go for it. Your English is fine. You'll be fine. If you can understand me, you'll be able to understand Dr. Morse. If you need any help along the way, I'm happy to help you out. Just let me know what questions you have. If you do sign up for his certification course, I really highly recommend it. Definitely, he's a bit of a martyr, spreads himself way too thin. I made a bet with him. He said next week he'll get a tablet. I said if he doesn't, he has to watch Dominion. I don't know what Dominion is. You're such a good friend for encouraging him. It's definitely a fire under his butt. So once he does, I'll definitely invite him. Yeah, just get him turned on to the fruits and the juices. Get him slowly feeling better. He'll slowly want to learn more and get there. He'll do it, even though he definitely, well, you don't know, you never know how ready. Sometimes you think somebody is ready or you want them to be ready, but they're not. And sometimes the people who are ready will surprise you. It's like, really? Okay, here's some juice. Here's some Huol tea. Don't assume you know what's going on behind the scenes and who is really ready. Peppermint is the best thing for pain. Saffron and ginger, yes. So long as I sound, she loves it. Yes, the long I sound. Lila, like Delilah. We're so happy that you're here, Lila. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Are you having fun tonight? Yeah. I love you too. You're so sweet. Hi, Lila, says consciousness. Only 7 here. Bed soon. Oh, it's only 7 o'clock there. Oh, are you on the left coast? Are you in California? How fun. Where are you? Where in the world are you living, Lila? So glad that you are here, darling. This is fun, isn't it? You're hanging out with the big kids, Lila. Yes. Thank you, consciousness, says Kat. Don't forget, don't forget your girl. Don't forget my I don't ever forget one because I don't ever wear one. Oh my God, Olga, yes, I've been praying so hard for you. Yes, Olga, lots of love. We had a blizzard here in Iowa today, so I planned out my garden. Ooh, nice. Thank you so much. I just need to get a job first after my little one goes to school next week. You'll get it. Manifest the job of your dreams, baby. Olga, awesome. Please rest as much as you can. Much love. Yes, Kelly, thank you. Dominion, the vegan documentary made by Earthling Ed. He suggested the bet, by the way. Oh, cool. Yeah, I haven't seen that movie. Hello, Lila, says Robin. We're in San Diego, California. Nice. I love San Diego. You're so lucky, Lila. It's so nice there. San Diego is supposed to be one of the most desirable, or it was at one time anyhow, cities to live in. I used to love driving down to San Diego when I lived in Huntington Beach from 2011 to 2012. I love San Diego. Love that drive down there. Olga, yes. Lots of encouragement for Olga going on. Yes, Olga. Oh, dang. They have a mask emoji, like for real, right? For real. Thanks, Alana, and everyone for your support. Yeah, thanks for everybody's support of and celebration of all of us in the group here. Yeah, was born and raised here. Yep, it was born and raised. Yep. I don't know if that still holds true because of changing things in the world, but beautiful, beautiful city. It goes through everything. I haven't even seen it. I think he suggested it so he would have motive. Oh, I think he suggested it so he would have motivation. Awesome. Like I said, keep encouraging your friend if he's open, just to eat more juice, just to drink more juice, eat more fruit, eat more vibrant vegetables, just, support him that way. You don't want you don't want to force this on anyone or, you know, push it too hard on anyone or make anyone feel that it's like, oh my God, enough already. You know what I mean? But if somebody is showing interest, just hand them some juice, baby. Make some beautiful raw stuff. The raw stuff that we've been making in the class has just changed the game for so many of us and our families who are, listen, it's one thing to say, do a juice fast. You need to do a juice fast. You need to clean up your standard American diet. But what about when you're done with that? What do you put on the table for dinner for your family, right? So that your spouses, and by the way, totally aware that a lot of you spouses are hearing this in the background because you're most of you are women here, have a couple guys, but because your wives are listening to Berns again on the YouTube for going on 2 hours on a Thursday night. I just want to give a huge shout out to all the spouses out there, right? Like Kelly's beautiful husband and Don's beautiful husband, and all of your beautiful husband, Ashlyn's beautiful husband, who is looking at this and feeling better on the fruit and going, wait a minute, I do feel better drinking fruit juices. I do want to eat more living food. I really maybe need to there might be something to this. I want to say congratulations to you guys and thank you for enjoying hearing this in the background and for picking up a couple of pointers and giving this some consideration and for supporting your loved ones. It's pretty cool. And your wives as well, right? Cynthia, the emoji queen. Love going up from Robin here for Olga. Olga, you're gonna kick this. You got this, and you got us, baby. Yes, indeed. Thank you, consciousness. Oh yeah, definitely not. I know his limits. Yeah, you do. I love you all very much. Keep it juicy. Keep it juicy, Alana. Ravika says, Olga, you are amazing and another inspiration. 100%. You too, Alana. Everyone, have a wonderful, deep sleep. Yes, everybody. I love you all so much. Lila, I hope you come back to class with us, babe. I hope you come back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back, everybody. I just wanted to see here. Let me just scroll up, make sure I didn't miss anything. One second. So great to have these young kids in class, isn't it? Lila, you're so lucky your grandma is into all of this cool stuff, aren't you? Hello, darling. I'm just finishing up now, saying goodnight to everybody. We have a 5-year-old Lila in the group.
Cool.
Yeah.
Awesome. Or did you want some fruits?
I do. I'll come with you.
Yeah.
You want to go to Walmart?
Sure.
Okay. We're going to head out to Walmart. We're going to, yes, Dottie. Hi. We're going to get some fruits. Tomorrow is snowstorm. Snowstorm, Lila. We're in Canada, Lila. We're getting a snowstorm. Yeah. Snow. You don't get snow in California. You don't know what that is. Especially not in San Diego. Love you guys. Thank you. Love you too, consciousness. Going to make some salad for my husband, says Ravika. I will add some falafel. Love to everyone. Awesome, babe. Love to you as well. Teach the children. Absolutely. Good night, says Emoji King. Good night, says good night, Dali. He's heating up the truck right now. I will teach her. I will try to teach her. And yes, her mom has a different way of thinking, unfortunately. Well, that's okay. Lila, you can ask mommy for more fruit, right? You can tell mommy, Mommy, I want more fruit. I want more fruit like Grandma Cat's giving me. I want more fruit. Berns says to eat more fruit. Tell mommy to come to class. We'll love to have her here. I love you guys so very much. I'm so grateful. Thank you for being here with me. Thank you for loving me so much and for being open to this information. Thank you for changing your lives. Thank you for healing yourselves. You are doing this. You are your own best healer. I love you all. Mwah.